Welcome back to Partners Dog School. We will be having our American Bully Prada head home this week, and we know her owners are more than excited to have her return home. Let's see how the transition day went.
You know, the whole process went rather easy. First week, really just, typical big, hard-headed, stubborn dog. That was really the only issue that we kind of ran into. Just, kind of teaching her to engage with us, not get so overly excited just about, the sight and energy of all the other people, the distraction, sight, sound, smells. Just simple commands like asking her for a sit. There was a couple times, would have to give her a little correction, push some pressure on her, maybe push her butt down. But, very quickly on, she started to understand, the accountability aspect of it, and that issue kind of very quickly faded away. But, aside from that, she has all the tendencies and personalities to continue on being the perfect dog. She's very sweet, loving, motivated, whether it's for food. She absolutely loves a tennis ball. So, she's very easy to get engaged and, just in that proper mindset to actually enjoy the training session. When we are training, I don't want the dog to just be dull, kind of going through the motions, this and that. I want them to physically enjoy what they are doing, just so, not only physically they're getting it, but, mentally they're kind of picking up on that. I guess this the easy thing to say is she did a fantastic job. Okay. So now, come on, Prada. Very quickly, kind of similar to the 1 week email demo we sent you guys, I'm just gonna go over all her foundation. Again, over the last 3 weeks, we've obviously been teaching Prada, but now that you guys are here, it's time to start teaching you guys. So for our heeling, heel is a position, not necessarily just the action and the motion of us walking, but once we do begin moving, it's the position that I want to hold a Prada accountable to. Now Prada, hey, sit. So for my appropriate heel positioning, I'm typically gonna look for the dog's front shoulders to be nice and parallel with my left leg. So that's obviously gonna mean she's not too far in front of me, not too far behind me. She's nice and tight on my side. And then again, I don't want her body to be overly crooked. So you can see right now, her body and that butt are nice and straight. She's not at a kind of 90-degree, 45-degree sit. So this is a perfect sit at heel right here. Same thing if I put her into a down, Prada down. Good girl. I know lazy bones. Down. Good. So again, same thing with her down. When she's going down, she's dropping nice and straight down. A lot of dogs will kind of drop back or either kind of lean forward and lose that heel positioning. So with that down, I still want her in my heel. But right now, even though I'm not actually walking with her, she's still in my heel position, or still in heel mode, I should say. So right there, her breaking her down when I'm in a standstill position is no different than her pulling on the leash when we're walking. So when I'm standing still with her, I'm gonna hold her to the same accountability as if we are simply physically moving. So I'm gonna have you guys start walking her out a little bit. No, that's fine for right now. Just because, again, I want to be able to give you guys all the education that you need. But again, you see she's giving us such a hard time. So right now, I'm gonna grab you the leash and just start walking with her. You don't have to tell her heel or anything like that. Just simply get her on your left-hand side and just start moving around with her. And then just start moving with her. Settle, Prada. Good. Because again, now a lot of this, you can see, the energy is back stemmed towards you, which again, a lot of this energy can be corrected. It can be managed right now. Left, right directly into her. Yep. But again, right now, there you go. Just kind of having her fill you out is a lot better than, again, correction at first, because she's gonna fill out your energy. And again, I don't want her having that negative association with you. But again, now you've already see, she's kind of starting to fill you out. She's feeding into that pressure and she's already calming herself down a lot more. Nice. There you go. All right, Prada, free. Go say hi. Go say hello. I know, it's so hard, Prada. I know.
Both Chase and I continue to explain to both Prada's parents the importance of accountability at home and maintaining the foundational obedience we have instilled in her over the last 3 weeks of the stay with us. I mentioned to both of them how positioning and working through Prada's stubborn tendencies at times will go a long way for them back in the household. Chase eventually handed off the leash to both of her parents and allowed them to work her through the heel and other basic obedience to ensure they all would be successful moving forward. We could tell that they were understanding the protocols they needed to uphold at home and eventually felt ready to have them all head home.
My name's Steve Warner. I brought in Prada, my dog. Prada is a bully, and she's about 110 pounds. We brought her in to help her stay more calm around others and to be able to be around other dogs and just be a mellow dog.
So just kind of checking in, you know, following up, just making sure everything's going successfully for you guys at home. So I know, you know, she got pretty worked up in that transition lesson. So, you know, we didn't necessarily get through everything. I think her issue was, again, it was never people, it was never the dogs. I think it was her responding to the energy, just getting so amped up that she kind of gets aloof. And, you know, when she gets in that mindset, we're going to lose a little bit more control.
When you tug her, what do you say next to her?
Like, just like if you're giving her a
stop
correction?
or stay, or what's the
So what do you
command?
mean?
Like a command that you give to her when, like, you're walking her and all of a sudden she wants to go and you...
Just tell her no.
Okay.
Yes, because
okay.
I mean,
okay.
The second you step off, that's going to be your heel command, so she'd already be in heel mode. So if she starts to pull, you're just correcting her for breaking your heel. You don't have to tell her, I mean, you can tell her no, and then like go into a reset and tell her heel, just so she kind of goes back into that heel, but you don't need to necessarily tell her heel, you can just give her a correction no. So it would just be, so again, I'm not going to give her an actual correction, but, you know, just say she starts to pull, it would just simply be no. And then again, you know, I can go into a reset. Maybe then that's when I would say heel, but not necessarily. You can just simply correct it just with a verbal no. So anytime you give a little correction like that, the word should always be no.
Okay.
Because you don't want to, I mean, be like, heel and then
right,
correct
right.
her.
Yeah,
Again, you're going to give her that negative association. So just anytime you give her a correction on the collar, just say no, something like that. But if you want her to go back, then I would just tell her heel.
Overall, the follow-up lesson also went very well with both parents, and we couldn't be more proud of how well Prada was doing back home. Chase mentioned to them how duration on place would help manage Prada's reactivity with the delivery folks that come to their door on a weekly basis. And continuing to keep her energy managed and in a more calm state, we hope to see all of them in our future pet parenting classes and wish all of them a successful journey together as a family from here on out.
Learning for two, your dog and you, PartnersDogs.com.